WoodBarn India. My company is manufacturing and it's making wooden houses. It's a 14 years old company. Till now we have done more than 500 structures all over India. We've done more than 13 5-star resorts. And we are here because we have recently done one wooden structure at the exhibition which is happening at the India Woods in Vitampur or the International Center. And the whole structure was done in 12 hours from start to finish, including the plumbing, the electricals, the polishing, and everything was done in 12 hours. To be more precise, it was 11 hours, 20 minutes. So this is a very faster construction, and it is all eco. It is all green building. So, and the wood have a lot of people have a prejudice about wood. The cutting trees can be harming the nature, ecological balance. But actually, we are getting our all wood from the sustainable managed forest from Canada. And these wood, they cut one, they grow 3 saplings, and by the time the 70, 80 years, there's a tall tree to cut again. So this is one sustainable resource which can be managed in only one cycle. Unlike the other resources like steel and limestone, they are going to perish one day. So wooden will be the next. Mr. Chibber is here from the Canadian Wood. He'll explain you more on that. And our company has done a technical collaboration with one of the world's best company from Finland, who's giving us a technical know-how about. Earlier we used to import from Finland and China and other places these structures, but now we have started manufacturing in India with their technical know-how. We're buying all the wood from Canada, and it's all kiln-dried wood. It's lasts very long, and in Bangalore, in southern region, we have finalized our the master franchise. Mr. Samira Sinha is here. He's from RD Consultant. He has a lot of experience in hospitality and tourism. So,
in 5 minutes, call me.
I over to Mr. Chibber now. Thank you very much.
Okay. My name is Pranesh Chibber. I'm the country director for Canadian Wood, officially called FII. I won't bore you with what FII stands for, so let's stick to Canadian Wood. We've been here since 2013-14, trying to promote wood in different applications. Canada is blessed with over 10% of the world's total forest cover. And as Sanjay was pointing out, we have a very robust sustainable management, forest management system in place. Despite Canada being the world's largest exporter of lumber in the world, our deforestation is almost 0% for the last 30 odd years. So this speaks a lot of volumes for the kind of sustainable forest management practices in place in Canada. So what goes into Canadian wood being so sustainably well managed and being available for a long time? So Canadians have put into place a system which you do not do plantation as most other places people are wont to do when they want to grow something. We believe in reforestation rather than plantation, because the wood, same species which you are going to harvest in a particular area, you collect the seeds from that area beforehand, and then you go back after the harvesting that area and plant back the saplings from the seeds collected from the same area earlier. Now this takes care of the ecosystem balance not being disturbed, because the birds, the animals, the waterways, the fishes, and everything, the environment does not and should not feel a change has come into the area. So that's the kind of importance we attach to the sustainable forest management system. Having said that, 100% of lumber, and let me clarify, lumber means sawn timber here in India. So Canada does not export log, Canada exports only lumber, and Canada exports lumber which is duly kiln dried and heat treated, it is duly graded, and it is consistently sized. So people here can get Canadian wood in the exact size they have ordered. They have the grade in which they have ordered. And grades, it's simply put, grades means you pay for what quality of wood in terms of knots you have ordered. So you want a highly knotty wood, or you want a recovery grade where you have some knots at some distances, and you have clear grades. So people don't have to really waste time sorting the wood out once it arrives into their yard. So this is one big advantage we bring to the table. And 100% of the wood which comes out of Canada is certified. It is certified PEFC primarily, also some FSC, but 100% wood which comes from Canada is certified. So the architects and the developers and all these community of developers and architects can look forward to lead points, which is pretty important for them today, and even likes to be considered for green credentials. So when we came into India, I'll take a couple of minutes more if you will permit me. When we came into India, we quickly realized that India was not another China. That's where we had gone about 7-8 years before. India has had a long-standing culture with wood, but not of building with wood. Wood in structural use was very limited to India. As opposed to that, the first market which Canadians ventured into in Asia was China. So China, they tasted success at about 6 odd years, primarily in the structural sector. But in India, we started making our efforts towards the reman, as we call it. That means furniture manufacturing, interior applications, and door windows, etc. That's where we put our first efforts into. But as we got along down the road, some 5 years later, we decided it's high time that we started talking about wood in structural use in India. And that's where we have tried to partner with companies like Mr. Sharma's WoodBarn, where we share our knowledge, technology, best practices, how to build with wood, and also we do a lot of hand-holding and technical expertise and advice as and when required is rendered. So at the India Wood Show, which is currently happening, started today, over the next 5 years, you are invited to come to the show. Come to our booth. My colleagues there will tell you, what is the booth number?
It's hall number 5, booth 206.
Yeah, so hall number 5, booth 206. You're cordially invited to visit us, and you will see on the booth about 500 square yards home built by WoodBarn, which is a double TNG. In fact, it is a glue-lammed double TNG that is tongue and groove. It's a method of construction which is very robust, very sturdy, very strong, and beautifully executed, beautifully designed. Please come have a look, and you will see what can be done with the wood in structural use. Apart from that, we also have another technique which is called the wood frame construction also on the booth. So you can have comparisons as to what all can be done with the wood, not just the structures which stand there, but also wood has been very creatively used into designing and manufacturing of lovely pieces of furniture, doors, windows, everything there. And thank you very much.
I own company Rantasalmi Block Homes, and we are one of the leader manufacturers of block houses in Finland. Our capacity is about 500 house units annually. We have 2 factories. One is for glue laminating and one is for block houses. So we manufacture and then we finalize the product in the other factory. Our sales is today mainly domestic. About 60% of the production we sell in Finland, and the rest of the production goes to international market, many countries. Let me tell you something about the wood material itself. It's wonderful material for building, and especially with blockhouse usage. Wood has many good feathers, It's strong, it's durable and ecological, and that's the key factor today, that we build the world with the ecological material. Especially with log house purpose and usage, wood brings also very good internal air condition inside of the building, which is highly valued by the people who really lives inside of this type of product. It's also antibacterial and anti-static, so the indoor climate is excellent inside of the log house. Finnish log house industry.
I have graduated in Master of Building Engineering and Management from SPA Delhi. So generally we are used to doing concrete construction all over. So the biggest advantage of wooden construction is it's very modular and it has a very long life, and it also serves a very good aesthetics and eco-friendly nature. So the best product is it has a very low carbon footprint. Just think how much of concrete we are pouring in every day and how much of large tall buildings we are creating and bringing them down for a need every day. So Bangalore can be the best example. Putting concrete everywhere on all our roads, and in few years we'll be breaking it again. We'll be pouring in more concrete, bringing down more of hillocks, rubbles. So whereas when we get wood from a sustainable managed forest, we have very good low footprint on the environment. So being an engineer, we should look at our future. We should look at a new generation that is coming ahead. So we should always go for things that's sustainable. A dream to bring in wooden houses in every corner of the state would be a dream for as a master franchise.
He said the Finnish are supposed to be, they are the oldest manufacturers and they know wooden houses so well. So the technical know-how is very important. Would be getting from Canada, but the technical know-how is from Finland that we're getting benefit as a block.
Yeah, and now that you're also manufacturing in India and not importing from China like you used to.
It used to be like, the wood used from Canada used to go to China, it used to get engineered and processed, and it used to come back to India. So it was now we are much cheaper, our quality is much better. The new technology which is called glue lamp, which is the next big future with this glue lamp technology. All over the world, there's some 18-story building in Finland has been made. There's a 43-story building in Japan, and all in wood has been made. So this new technology we have got, so the life of the houses are centuries to go. And there's a lot of engineering in terms of termite, dampness, other things we have. This Finnish collaboration will help us a lot, knowing how to build up houses much better and manufacture much better.
The concerns at ease, I would say that wood, first of all, is a material which is natural. It's a material when you build with it, it is healthier to live in a wooden house. But having said that, what is more important to understand is that wooden houses are not something which are considered as temporary structures as most of the people think they are. Wooden houses in North America and Canada, where I come from, my company come from, the houses have been standing for more than 100 years, and those houses are perfectly livable, and you can live in those houses. Wooden houses are today, the technology has advanced to a stage where the acoustics, the seismic undulations, as well as the what we call as the fire concerns have been addressed and taken care of. There are very leading agencies like FP Innovations out of Vancouver, which does a huge amount of research onto building with wood, what are the properties and how to address the developing of the technologies, etc., etc. So in addition to what Sanjay just mentioned, I would like to say that one of the tallest structures made in wood, which is a 28-story, it's a students' hostel, is standing on the campus of the University of British Columbia in downtown Vancouver. So that's one place which is considered to be safe even for students. I think safety is not a concern for wooden houses. Safety is perfectly fine. I mean, as safe as anything. If you can make a building as tall as 28 stories, something which will make us look into now, because up to now our foremost concern was how to bring in and share best practices and to let the people here know how to do construction with 100% wood. So as two gentlemen on my either side are also concerned about introducing the technology, how to build with wood. So that's concern number one. But I must share with you on all honesty that there is, I'm not sitting in the judgment how good or bad it is, but there is a code for construction with wood existing in India. Now what we are doing is on our end, that we have taken that code out of India and sent it across to areas like Vancouver, where there is a lot of research taking place on the wood in structural use. So they have gone through the entire code, the Indian code of construction with wood. They have given there some ideas and suggestions into it that has come back. Now that is something which Sanjay and I will take it to the government agencies and we'll tell them to have a look at it. Once we start engaging with the government agencies and they start approving some of those things, then I think the questions you have asked for is whether people would fund it or finance it for the building to come up. But till such time that this thing happens, let me share with you that single-story houses or buildings used in resort areas are not a problem. You can go ahead and build them. Okay.
And one more thing, what about the maintenance and resale?
So maintenance and resale, well, it is taking place in the Western Hemisphere for a long time already. When a building can last for 100 years, obviously it should be resellable. And I have the gentleman here from Finland with me, and I have another colleague of mine sitting right across to me, Mr. Peter Bradfield from Australia. He works also with FII. These gentlemen can tell you that the wooden houses in their geographies are sold by one owner to another. Would you like to say something?
ರೆಡಿ ಸರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿ.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ವುಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋನಲ್ಲಿ 2020-2021ರಲ್ಲಿ ವುಡ್ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಕಂಪನಿಯವರು ಕೆನಡಾ ವುಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ರತನ್ ಸಾಲ್ಮಿ ಕಂಪನಿ ಜೊತೆಗಿನ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವೆಂಚರ್ ಇದರೊಳಗೆ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ವುಡನ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಮರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟುವ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಯನ್ನು ಫಿನ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂದ ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಗ್ಲೂ ಲ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿನ ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟೋನ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಯಾಂಪಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ನ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 12 ಗಂಟೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಿಸೈಸ್ ಆಗಿ 11 ಗಂಟೆ 20 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಮನೆ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಹಾಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ 5ನಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಈ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಯೂನಿಟಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ 12 ಅವರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿರೋ ವುಡನ್ ಮನೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಈ ವುಡನ್ ಮನೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದರ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಾಯಿತು. ನಮ್ಮ ವುಡ್ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜಿಂಗ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆದ ಸಂಜಯ್ ಶರ್ಮಾ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಫಿನ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡಿನ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಯಾದ ರತನ್ ಸಾಲ್ಮಿಯಾದ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜಿಂಗ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆದ ಇಸ್ಮೋ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಕೆನಡಾ ವುಡ್ನ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಆದ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಚೆಬಾರ್ ಅವರು ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ಉತ್ತರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಏನಂದರೆ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಅಗ್ನಿ ಅವಘಡಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಲಾಯಿತು. ಆದರೆ ಇದು ಅಗ್ನಿ ಅವಘಡದ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಾಲ ಬಾಳಿಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಂಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಗಿಂತಲೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಾಲವರೆಗೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯುಯೇಷನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಜನರನ್ನು ಬಚಾವ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮಯ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಚಬಾರ್ ಅವರು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಕಾಂಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಂದ ಹೊರಬಂದು ನಾವು ವುಡನ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಹಳೆಯ ಕಾಲದ ಥರ ವುಡನ್ ಮನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕು, ವುಡನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸಸ್ಟೈನಬಲ್ ಮನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸಂಜಯ್ ಶರ್ಮಾ ಅವರು ಕೋರಿದರು.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು?
ಸಮೀರ ಸಿಂಹ.